Hi, I'm Dee, and today I'm going to show you how to make stamps using craft foam to match your die cuts. I have this die cut plate which I use on my Sizzix Big Shot, and it's got a lot of embellishments that I would like to use as stamps separately. So I just cut the shapes out of the foam, run it through the machine, and then peel them off, and I got a lot of little shapes. To make the stamps, I've cut two of these, two of each, because I want to glue them together to give them more height, so that the backing, which in this case is plastic, doesn't touch the paper when I press it down to stop it from staining other parts of the paper that I might apply ink to by mistake. So I have a bit of foam here that's actually the remain of one of the shapes that I've already peeled off, and I'm going to cut it. Okay, now I have two. Same, I need to decide which side I want up. If I want one of each, then I need 4 pieces of foam, which is what I did here. Each one has 2 stuck together, and I have a matching set. Then I need to get my backing. The backing can be a lot of things. I'm using this plastic, which I got out of, I think a lot of them came from the punches, the boxes the punches came in, and other tools. I just cut them into bits, some big, some small, and I use that for smaller stamps. If you want to make a big stamp, you should probably use glass instead, because it doesn't bend. You can just get a piece of glass from a picture frame, for instance, which is what this is. The point of using the plastic or the glass is so that you can see the design when you use the stamp, and you know exactly where you are applying it. If you use another material that you can't see through, then you might make a mistake and place the stamp in the wrong place. For small stamps where that's not an issue, you can use stuff like bottle caps, for instance, which I did for this little bear. So it's really up to you. As for glue, I've tried several types of glue, but I think super glue is what works best, and that's what I've been using for these. It tends to melt the backing plastic a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but it gets a bit white, but since it's just the backing, it's not for decorative reasons. It doesn't really matter in this case. So I want this side, I put the wrong side up, and I grab a little stick so that I won't put my fingers in the glue, because this glue dries very, very fast, and it'll stick to your fingers, it'll stick to your table, it'll stick to anything. And it's very quick. So I apply the glue, and then I quickly place it where I want it on the plastic, or I usually do it the other way around. I leave the shape and then I apply the plastic on top of it, so that I don't have to pick up the piece with the glue on it. So once it's glued, you turn it around, and then you put more glue on top, This time, since you can hold the backing, you don't need to put your fingers anywhere near the glue. And then you put the second piece on top of the first, being very careful so that it matches as closely as you can make it. You can move it a little bit before the glue dries, but not a lot. And if you try to peel it off and glue it back, then it may not glue properly. And you'll need to reapply. Okay, so I have my shape glued to the plastic. Now all I need to do is to trim around it. You can use scissors or a blade or a paper trimmer. Okay. And there I have my stamp. I get some, you know, you should let it dry properly, but for this tutorial I'm going to use it right away just to show you how it works. You put some ink onto your stamp and then closely and carefully push it on the paper. Try not to get the edges of the plastic to touch in case you got some ink on it, and then you pull it out and you have your stamp. Well, I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.